Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Today, let's talk about how you can actually use AI in your business, not just you chatting with it on chatbots and just having fun. How can you actually use this intelligence in your business? And today, we will be talking about how you can actually use this in terms of lead generation and lead management, because that's where most businesses are having problems. It's not like they are not getting traffic, but they are not managing the leads as they should. So they lose a lot of money being spent on ads, but there is nothing in place to just capture the leads that are coming to their business on different platforms. So in this case, we have two type of AI type that we can use. We have voice AI and we have conversation AI. Voice AI in this case is an AI assistant that can make inbound and outbound calls for you based on trained data and also using your phone number or web app to do the calling and the answering of calls. On the other hand, we have conversation AI, which is purely majorly text-based assistance that you can plug into your business. So today we'll be focusing more on the conversational side of this AI intelligence because let's be real, most people are not very comfortable with an AI assistant calling them on the phone and telling them whatever it is they should do or shouldn't do. So, with that being said, let's move to conversation AI and show you how you can actually set it up. Now, when we're talking about setting up AI agents or AI assistants in your business, there is a lot of platforms out there that you can use. But the reason why I keep on soliciting for our own platform is because you get access to all the data, all the conversations that went down while you are away. Get back to your business. We give you a digital dashboard that give you access to everything digital about your business. The same way when you have a business, you know what is going on. You take notes, you take reports and stuff like that. The same way we give you this dashboard to give you a complete access to all the analytics or all the data that might be going on in your business digitally. So the reason why I'm saying you can build with any platform is easy, but the main thing is, do you have access to that data to make informed decision? Let's say somebody comes to your business 2 a.m. in the morning. Do they just chat and leave, or do the AI chat assistant you have on the website capture the lead for you, put it in your CRM, and create a workflow around that while also notifying you of what went down in your business? And when you did get back, you come back and you see all the conversations that went on in your business by just coming over here at conversations. Any platform you link to your business, you have the conversation here, your WhatsApp, your Facebook, text, or have for the conversation. That we'll be talking about that some other time. But for now, let's just focus on these AI assistants. We have these already set up on our own websites, funnel, Instagram, Facebook. Just like when you come to our office right now, there is a physical assistant right there that is there to attend to whoever is coming to the business to make inquiries or to direct them to whoever or whatever it is they have come to do with the business. So that is what this is basically just about. You just set up an assistant that you put on your website, your Facebook, your Instagram, whatever. So the first thing first is you give this assistant a name. Then after you give it a name, you set how you want it to be relating with people. Do you want it to be relating with people based on trained data curatively, or you want to give it specific ways to be answering questions? When they ask question like this, answer like this. In our own case, we just give it the true data. Like, this is everything about our business. Now use your intelligence with this data to answer whatever question people are asking you. So that's what that is all about right there. And like I said the other time, you get to link different platforms to your AI assistant to work at. So we have our Instagram, Facebook, SMS. With SMS, you can literally just add the phone number to it, and it just, when anybody texts you just reply or send the back text. That's what this chat widget literally mean for SMS chat. With this, it's just outbound. For these, when people message you, it's reply back and forth, like it's you taking care of your SMS chat with your business phone number. And live chat, this is what you have on your websites, your funnels, your web app, or the likes, and also WhatsApp. So Advanced setting, fine tune your bot behavior. So right there, we are setting the timing it takes for the AI to respond to people when they message us on any platform. And I think as a business owner, one of the major ways that businesses are losing lead is in place of lead management. The time it takes for you to reply to somebody that messaged you is more than it takes for them to actually have the problem they have at hand solved. One thing you should understand when you are running a business of any kind is you are actually solving a problem for somebody. And the person that is coming to your business is coming to solve a problem. So they don't have the luxury of time. So the earlier it takes for you to reply to whoever messages you on any platform, the higher rates you have of, sealing that deal. So for us, we just set it at 1 second. You can set it at two, three, and if you like, you can make it an hour before you respond to people. So literally, there is no how you can be as effective as a person, no how effective you could be that you're going to respond to everybody as at when they are messaging you under 5 minutes. You can't. Only if you are using just one platform. And even if you're using one platform, there will be time you put down your phone or the time you step away from the desk or probably when you are even sleeping. But this guy right here, they don't sleep. They are always there taking care of stuff for you. Now, the number of messages you want to be sent in a conversation. Now, the other thing is you should be very aware of the volume of messages that you are sending at a go because people don't really have the luxury of reading anymore. People just scan stuff these days. So if it's more than what they can scan to just go through at a glance and just get the main point, you just drop in an essay or an article on them, that would be too much. So keep it as minimal as possible for it to be able to, for people to be able to keep interacting with the assistant you have on any of your platforms. And also it can respond and understand voice notes and message and images. So let's say you just want to ask something and you don't have the time of pressing, you can just send a voice note and it answers that. And also images, when people send images to what we are actually doing here is actually, I will show you the engine that is literally running this. This is just the, you know, so reactivation after I've been online for a while, let's say I'm using a particular platform, Instagram for instance, and I'm responding to people in the DM, the bot will be asleep then because I'm actively using the platform. So it won't do anything. Then after I've stepped off the platform, 10 minutes after, then it will start working again. So you can set it to whatever you want. It could be a minute and it could be 10 hours, depending on what you like. So that's that. Let's move on to the bot training, which is like the most important part of the AI assistant you are building for your business. Because this is where you have the data about your business, everything about your business, everything you know and you want the AI assistant to know in order to help you to answer or help do any task that may come his way. So the first way you go about this is we use a web scroller. If you did have a website, then the AI agent we are setting up for you will be trained on your website. The other thing is for you to set out a frequently asked question that people are asking you in your business. So you can just write major questions that people often ask you and then answer them the best way you could. That will also be used to train your AI. And there is also place where you can just write text. You understand? Just write everything you want in form of text, word, press, just write it and we use that here. If you have tables and we can upload files, PDF, everything you have just to train this AI assistant to understand your business better. So that is what the training is all about. And you can use everything you have to train it such that you understand it very well. Now let's move to brand voice. Brand voice is typically where you set how the AI interacts with people, how it talks, what it says, what it doesn't say. So this is just the tone. Just keep it professional or whatever you want to do. You can usually want to do that. So this is what you just set up here, how you want it to do, what you want it to don't do, company website, everything you want it to know about the business. You just set it up right there. So let's go back to what we were doing. So after the brand voice, then you got the bot go, which is now it has the name, it has the personality, it has the data. Now, what do you want it to be doing? So to start with, the default purpose and is information gathering and strategy. You understand? How do you want this bot to be interacting with people for you? To start with, information collection. You know what I told you? This agent actually does three things. The first thing is collect information. The information that is collected will then be transported into your CRM over here. Then we'll talk about the next one. So the information you want it to collect will be based on whatever you want it to be. In our own case, we wanted to collect the name, the email, phone number, and the city they are, connecting with us from. So that is the major thing you mostly want to collect. And the other thing is, if some questions has already been asked, let's say the person is coming to the website or to the platform for the second or the third time, he's not going to be asking for their name and their details again. He already has that and is already trained on that. So I mean, he's already trained not to ask for names again. He easily recognizes who he has, chatted with and collected their contacts before. So now this is also the other function it does, appointment booking. This AI agent is able to also book appointment for you. Now the appointment will be booked in the calendar you choose to sync with your business HQ, which is your digital dashboard that we will give you. So if your business already has a email or a calendar Gmail you are using, you can easily just plug it in here and we curate a calendar to fit that. And we also show you how to curate calendars, automation, and stuff like that in a minute. So after the calendar is being selected, you get to choose workflows that happen after the calendar is filled. So let's say somebody book an appointment while I was away. There is a workflow that happen after the appointment is being booked. So there is a message that go out after you book an appointment. So what this appointment booking does is the calendar you link to it, Google Calendar or what have you, it will go through the calendar and see when you are available. If you are not available at a particular time, it won't tell people you're available. So it's only set out for when you are available. So let's move to the next one. So here you can just give it your own initial instruction, just like when you hire anybody in your business. What are the things we tell them to do and not to do? So you just type it here, and the bot initial message. This is the first message that it will send to whoever is coming to the business and say, "Hey, there I'm NEXI, your digital assistant from NEXA HQ. How can I assist you today?" So that could be anything for you, whatever it is you want the assistant to say to people when they first come uh to your business. Now, intent behind conversation. Your goal is to get the customer to book an appointment. That is what this bot is going to do. No matter what is happening, no matter what question you are asking, no matter whatever, even though it can answer FAQ as much as you want to ask, you will always get the conversation back to you booking an appointment. That is the goal. So it will firstly capture the lead. That is the information, the data of the person, then move it into your CRM. Then from your CRM, it can create a workflow around that. So let's say when somebody sign up with us, send this message for them, send this message for them. When somebody book a calendar, send this message. That is just what workflow is all about. How you just do your thing. So just create that workflow. When people then sign up, then use this workflow to interact with them. Send this type of message. After 30 minutes, send this message again. After 2 days, send this message. You understand? And also just helping you to keep in touch with everybody that gets in contact with your business without you just having been the one to manually go through all of them and send it the message. Everything has already been configured such that the workflow triggers after a particular action is being, taken. So the main goal of these AI assistants is actually to book an appointment. So even though it can answer questions, its goal is just to book appointments. So let me see what's here. Okay, so this is just the dashboard of the AI assistant. Now, one thing I want to show that I forgot to show the other time is where is that the bot go. So this is the assistant, you know, everything that is costing you, where you are able to see what is costing you based on API. So I don't know who you want to hire as a person that is going to be available in your business 247 and that is going to cost less than $600 to work for you a month. Even though what we are talking about here is not up to that, and sometimes might be more than that, depending on other services. But setting up a basic AI assistant like this in your business wouldn't cost you up to $1,000. And I don't know who you want to employ to work for you that will be able to do everything as these assistants would be able to, precise and on point and not complaining, doing it every time. So, and it's powered by major AI, companies out there, not just, anything. You can use OpenCloud, you can use OpenAI to power it. So that's just that about setting up an AI assistant for your business. So, as a business owner, your goal right now should be how do you take off major repetitive tasks in your business that is giving you bottleneck. You can't just be doing things the same way and hope for a better result. And if we are being honest with ourselves, with the way things are going right now, the AI already here. So, as a business owner, how do you now use this in your business in order for you to scale? You are supposed to also smart. And one of the most important way to also smart, a lot of people are talking about AI doing this, AI doing that, but what can it actually do for you in your business is the main thing. How can you use it in order to add value to whatever it is you are offering? And as a business owner, this is one of the most important thing for you to set up. To have an assistant that is on all your platform, taking care of all your leads. For instance, if you have an Instagram, you have a Facebook, conversations going on in those places are different world on their own. So if you don't get to your Facebook, you don't get to answer the people who are asking stuff in your Facebook. But with this assistant, it is plugged in your Facebook, WhatsApp, whichever way you want to, whichever place you want to plug it. Then you capture the leads and you move them to a centralized, to a centralized conversation place where you see all the conversation that is actually going on in your business while you are away. So, for instance, this person messaged us, I think, with email, and our assistant is there to reply to that. This is on the website. This is from Facebook. This is from Instagram. This is a text. This is a text message. So the assistant is pretty much everywhere, ready to take care of leads that are coming to the business. And what you just do as a business owner is get back to your business, come back out here, see all the conversations that went down while you are away, and just see what is going on. For instance, I was talking about workflow the other time. So when a workflow goes out, I mean, when a particular thing is happening, the workflow also goes out to support it. So as a business owner, you need a place where you actually have access to your business digital assets. If you are being serious and we are being real right now, there is little or no business that can survive without being on the internet right now. So if you have any business being on the internet, I think it is only advisable to have an internet person, an internet being, so to say. The AI is an internet entity. So it will always be on the internet. So who else will you like managing your business for you rather than somebody that lives close to your business. You know, when you want to employ somebody to work in your business, you're literally looking for people who will be able to come to your business and perform, not just people who are staying far away, else you want them to be remote workers. But in this case, you need an AI assistant because it's always living online and it's always taking care of stuff for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's session. Tomorrow, we'll be talking about other things and walking you through what you need in your business as a business owner. Have a good one, and don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment. And if you will be needing us to set up any of these for you, you can easily just go to our website. It's right there on the screen. You can go there to even have the experience of what these assistants can actually do in your business. Go on there, chat with it, and book a meeting, book a call. But if you would like to just contact me direct, you know, there is my phone number right here on this video, so you can just message me on WhatsApp or just give me a call. And have a wonderful one. See you in the next one. Bless.